All right, question one. Jelly junior high school color is made by mixing red paint with yellow paint. The ratio of red to yellow is 3 to 5. How much red paint should we mix with 20 ounces of yellow? So the first thing that we're going to do, kind of like we did last week, is we're going to set up our true statement. So it says that we are going to mix red paint to yellow paint. So it says 3 to 5. So when I do that, I know that since it says red to yellow, my first number is my red to yellow. So that means I have 5 yellow. All right, so that's the first thing I do is I write down my true statement. Well, I want to find out what happens if I mix 20 ounces of yellow. Since yellow was on bottom, I'm going to put my 20 ounces of yellow on the bottom. And now I just need to let the math tell me what to do. To go from 5 to 20, I need to multiply by 4. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by 4, which gives me 20. So I multiply top by 4, which now gives me 12 red. So I know that I'm going to need 12 red for every 20 yellow. But we always start with making our true statement. Question number 2. The Lawn Order Lawnmower Factory can produce 12 lawnmowers in 8 hours. How many hours will it take to factory produce 30 lawnmowers? Once again, we start with our true statement. So I know that I can make 12 lawnmowers. I'm going to say LM for lawnmowers. And it takes me 8 hours. So there's my true statement. I want to know how many hours it'll take to make 30 lawnmowers. So since lawnmowers on top, I'm going to put my 30 lawnmowers on top because that's where my lawnmowers are at. Now, I'm not sure what I can multiply 12 by to get 30, so I'm going to be sneaky here. I notice that I can reduce this ratio. 4 will go into both these. So 4 goes in here 3 times, and 4 goes in there twice. Because whatever I do the top, I do the same thing the bottom, just like fractions, we think of it. Now, the good news is I can now take this 3 and turn it into 30 by multiplying by 10. Then I need to multiply the bottom by 10. 3 times 10 is 30 lawnmowers. 2 times 10 would then be 20 hours. All right, so once again, we set it up. I write down our true statement. When I got everything set up, I noticed that I couldn't multiply 12 by a nice number to get to 30, so I just reduced it to see if that helped me, and it actually did help me out quite a bit. Let's do one more. So question number 3, an object that weighs 10 pounds on Earth would weigh only 4 pounds on Mars. If you weigh 95 pounds on Earth, how much would you expect to weigh on Mars? So step 1, my true statement, I know I weigh 10 pounds on Earth, only 4 pounds on Mars. So I'm going to write this as 10 pounds on Earth. And if I weigh 10 pounds on Earth, I know that I'm going to weigh 4 pounds on Mars. Well, the question wants to know about 95 pounds on Earth. Well, Earth is on top, so that's where I put my Earth weight on top. And now I got to figure out down here what I would weigh on Mars. 10 times what will give me 95? I can't think of a nice number, but I do notice that I could reduce this once again. So I'm going to do that. 2 goes into both these. 2 goes in there 5 times, and 2 goes in there twice. Now, 5 will go into 95 evenly. 5 times, I think that's 19, will give me 95. So I need to multiply the bottom by 19, which then gives me 38. So 95 pounds on Earth will weigh 38 pounds on Mars. So if you can't find a nice number, it doesn't always work, but in this last couple cases it did, reduce them to see if you can get a nicer number to match yourself up. All right, let's erase this. On the other worksheet, it looks something like this. So we're doing the exact same thing. The only difference is this time it's not set up in story problem. But what I'm going to do is the same idea. So I've got this. So I want to, what can I do to 2 to make it a 12? Well, I can multiply by 6. Then I need to multiply the bottom by 6. 2 times 6 gives me my 12. 5 times 6 gives me 30. Therefore, I know that n has to be 30. Here, 4 times what gives me 6? I'm not sure of a nice number off the top of my head, but I do notice that I can reduce here. So I'm going to do that. So 2 goes into both these. 2 goes in there 5 times. 2 goes in there twice. Now this sets it up with a lot nicer number. I can now multiply 2 times 3 to get 6. So that means I need to multiply the top by 3. So that means this is going to be 15. So n equals 15. So it should feel a lot like the other problems, just not having to set it up story problem wise. So make sure that you're showing me what you're multiplying both sides by or dividing both sides to get to whatever we need. Hopefully this helps you with Monday's homework.